Om Shanti. There is so much love for Baba in my heart. And I feel that I merge Baba in my eyes. I make him sit next to me in my forehead. Baba belongs to me. And every step I take, I can see Baba has planned for all of us. Drama has planned for the world, and we are part of that plan. But our relationship with Baba as our director, also the main actor at this time with us. So I constantly, with total trust, invoke Baba. I stay together with Baba and I observe Baba is sustaining us. We are Baba's beloved children. We are Baba's sweetest children. So internally, I stay very clean. Whatever is emerging, if it is adulterated with the past, I just throw that in this Yagya. Baba has created this fire of Yagya so that I can remove and sacrifice it in the Yagya. Baba has come to help us to settle our past karmic accounts. but also to make us pure, completely pure, so that there are no traces of vices, negativity, body consciousness. So Baba creates this Yagya in which I can burn and become pure. It is the purity which enables me to be with God, one who is ever pure. Eternally, I am a pure soul, and I began journey with the stage of 100% purity. So my original stage of golden age of complete purity, peaceful, loveful, and start playing my part with all the divine virtues as a deity, a human being with all the divine virtues. Baba bestows us all the virtues, all the powers, so that we become like Baba and become full, 100% complete. And Baba has given us this great opportunity to look at myself, clean completely, and also become full. So now it is with love as a soul, I stay very close to Baba.
At the eve of New Year, people are considering 1999 or year 2000 as very significant. That there will be change of millennium, change of the century, what will happen? Here's a question in many minds. People are discussing about the future, not only about their own future, but also about the world future. So we are the makers of the fortune and makers of the future in that respect. Should also be thinking deeply about what is to be done, what ground we have already covered, and what is yet to be covered. And from this point of view, the last Murli was very important, very significant. It seems there were just waves of thoughts, waves of directions. But this is a superficial view. If you just go into it deeper, you will find that there is an underlying current. There is a link between what Baba said from beginning to the end. All the points which he gave in that Avyaktabadi are intimately connected. One automatically leads to another, another yet to another, and that one to our goal. So that makes the whole program for us for the next year. Baba began by asking and by saying that if he puts a question to the sisters and brothers who are present before him or who listens to Baba's Murli, whether they would like to become Suryavanshi or Chandravanshi, Baba said everyone definitely would say, we would like to become Suryavanshi. We have been seeing this. Even when Baba was in the Sakar form, and he would be asking sisters and brothers in the class whether they would like to become Suryavanshi. Those who want to become Suryavanshi, he asked them to raise hands. So the whole class raised their hands. We want to become Suryavanshi. Because Baba has explained to us that Chandravanshi, the moon dynasty, that shows the struggle is still on. It has not been, the final victory has not yet been won. Over Maya, we have not conquered Maya. So there is a battle going on still. We are warriors, so to say. We are not full-fledged Brahmins. We are Kshatriyas in that respect. If we say that we want to become Chandravanshi. So knowing this fully well, everyone would like to say, Baba, Bab Dada, we would like to become Suryavanshi. Okay, do you understand what you are saying? Think over it. What do you mean when you say that you will become Suryavanshi? What does it imply? What is the hidden meaning in it? Suryavanshi, of course, you know, they will come in the paradise. They will be in the golden age. They will have that super righteous Sato-Pradhan stage, so on and so forth. No problems, no worries, no anxieties, no fears, everything fine. Liberation in life, Jivan Mukti stage, so on and so forth. But, and this is a big but, how this wish, this desire, noble desire to become Suryavanshi. Baba said one of the major differences between Suryavanshi and Chandravanshi, Sun dynasty and Moon dynasty, solar and lunar dynasties. The major difference is you have seen the moon in the sky from your childhood on, and you know that the moon waxes and wanes. Sometimes It is full, then not full. Certain degrees of it are visible, only they are seen by our naked eyes. So it is not always 16 degrees celestial, solar color. Its colors or celestial degrees change, but this does not happen in the case of the sun. Sun has constancy. It does not wax and wane. It is always full, except when there is solar eclipse. Of course, the rest part of the life of the sun is without any blemish, without any spot, without any kind of a waxing and waning on its part. So if you say that you want to become Suryavanshi, you want to be in the solar dynasty, it means that your stage, your spiritual stage should be stable. It should be constant. It should not sometimes be high, sometimes low, sometimes up and sometimes down.
Om Shanti. Today is May 12th and it is Brother Jagdish Day. In 2001, he left his body, and you all know that he is also one of the our ancestor souls, because when service began and sisters start coming to Delhi and different cities of India, Jagdish Bhai also took spiritual birth in Delhi. And immediately, as soon as he heard about Baba and knowledge, instantly he had a lot of love for Baba. And also he knew that this is the truth. And he started learning, seeking, making efforts, and did a lot of sacrifices, but also had this desire that I want to serve Baba. I want to be with these sisters and help them. So I had a really, really beautiful part from beginning. And then, as you all know, that he got blessing from Baba, that his pen will have power. And since then, he kept writing, kept writing. And we were able to print about 50 books of Jagdish Bhai on so many topics. And those who read Rosary, they must be reading. They are sending from Madhuban one class every day from him, because he had vast knowledge, very good yoga, discipline in life, but also lot of love to serve in unlimited way. And just in brief, what he was saying, that we all want to be belonging to golden age, to be Sato Pradhan and belong to Sun dynasty. But then we have to renounce warrior sanskars, battling, little things. We have conquered the big ones. We have conquered Raman, but not Maya. No, Raman means five vices. So we know that yes, we don't have anger, we don't have greed. But Maya is that when situations come, sanskars emerge. If there are some karmic account with other soul, then wasteful thoughts come and conflicts are there. So he said, no, we shouldn't have warrior sanskars. And secondly, of course, in 16 degrees, then the 2 degrees less, 14. So we have crossed the stage of Rajo and we are in Sato. But now we have to move onwards from Sato to Sato Pradhan. And Sato Pradhan means consistent, not as he said up and down. Sometimes we are very high into our energy, sometimes we become low, sometimes full of enthusiasm, sometimes less. But to be belonging to Sun dynasty means to be consistent, to be natural, and free from any kind of battling. Even while settling karmic accounts, be with Baba, use all your powers. So while settling, you are not battling, nor you are creating, no? Because sometimes we react to little things, people's sanskar. So when we react and not respond, we're not settling, but we are also creating same time. Very battle, subtle karmic accounts here. So this is what Jagdish Bhai was saying. And I had been thinking that every day I feel, oh, now just 2 days left for Yagya. And so last 3 days now, another 2 days. So yesterday I thought a lot about, it is important to clean inside, completely clean. And whatever is there, which is making us heavy, or once in a while energy becomes low, all that waste has to be completely thrown in Yagya. So we're getting this chance now that within 2 days, clean everything from inside. There are such situations happen. We all are different. We all have different sanskars. Each one of us have our own part to play. But when Baba said that day that Mansa Seva means to have good wishes for everyone. So internally remove everything and throw it in Yagya. Burn it. Burn it as sesame seeds, and uh, whatever is there, remove it. And traces, we know now what kind of sanskars emerge. That means there are sanskars, no? And those sanskars emerge in form of wasteful thoughts, or you know, even sadness, or very subtly different things emerge in all of us. So we have to be determined now. And before we close this yagya on Thursday evening, you keep writing whatever is emerging, which needs to be thrown. Actually, what has to be thrown, we doesn't need to make list of that, right? It has to be thrown. But whatever I need to inculcate, Baba has love for us. And that is why one thing I'm very much amazed, and I love Baba for that, is that when we come to Baba, I went first time in 1958 to meet Brahma Baba, meet Shiv Baba through Brahma Baba. And first thing Baba said, you are a pure soul. I said, pure soul? But then when we come to know the cycle, no, we are not. We have so much of sins from the past. But Baba's love for us to give us our original and true introduction by saying, you are a pure soul. Just keep reminding yourself that Baba has said you are a pure soul, so that whatever impurities we have accumulated, all impurities have to be burned. And it's not difficult why we have to be attached to our impurities or to our sanskars. So mainly to be detached, it's very easy to be detached from the Lokik world, Lokik relationship, or whatever external. But to be detached from your own sanskars is very subtle attachment, that if I don't behave in a particular way, or if I don't speak in a particular way, as if I'm losing my self-identity, that I must be doing that, or must be speaking this way. So we relate our identity with our external behavior. But now we have to emerge our internal nature, our eternal nature of love, of kindness, of sweetness, of generosity, cheerfulness. All these have to be emerged. And that's only possible that whatever is within the self, we have to burn it. We cannot carry on to with so much burden, so much heaviness of any kind. So whether it is even for your own self, sometimes that, no, I don't think I can do this, I am not special. That one has so many specialties I have. So you are holding it for yourself and putting yourself in these limits. But just remind yourself that Baba is there. He's making everything unlimited for me. So why I'm putting this limit? No, it's from the sanskar, and that's called Maya actually. Those sanskars doesn't allow you to increase your speed or intensity or remembrance of Baba. So look into those and then throw it in Yagya, so that we are free. And at this time, especially, I found that Baba had been giving drill in the morning when we all do collective yoga of becoming an angel. And these days, especially, look at us. We cannot meet. We cannot go anywhere. We can't give you bhog. We can't. It's like physically, right? We cannot meet. Only one way to meet is in our angelic form. Of course, through internet we can see, but it's the angelic form. So at least for me, last night there is some kind of little critical situation with one of the soul, and I said, I can't visit you. I can come to see you. Generally, if anyone is not well, first thing we say, okay, we coming to see you. But no, now you can't, especially in New York. They don't allow you to go to hospital. They don't allow you to visit nursing homes. So all old peoples are there, but family cannot see them. So I said, but I can come to you as an angel. And I really kind of start really seeing, can I be angel? Can I visit as an angel? And I thought, well, I will try. And I did it. But then I wanted to hear from that soul next morning. Did you feel that angel came to you? Did you feel that you had less pain? Or did you feel you are feeling better? So then I realized that one is through intellect to say that I am angel. I am angel, we are angels. But other is to really, you have to then act, serve as an angel. That means you have to, in your angelic form of light, you have to make it, visit, fulfill, help, whatever way it is required. So I became like more serious by thinking that am I really able to serve as an angel? That means fly wherever necessary, reach wherever necessary, provide whatever is necessary. But then I also realize one is that, but also when I'm in angelic form, then whatever is required by soul, sometimes I might not be able to fulfill, but I will get the right thought how that soul can be helped by someone who is near, someone, it's like internally beautiful thoughts and the right thoughts emerge when you have this, very, very pure feelings of helping as an angel. So we have to be angels now to serve. And for angel, you have to be very, very pure. You have to be transparent, no desires. It is just, as Baba said, good wishes for the soul. So it is not one situation, but there will be many, many now where our own family, both ways. One is Lokic family, which you all have. Other is our spiritual family, where because of different situations, souls will need help. And only way I can help is in angelic form. Even to connect them with Baba, to remind them of Baba, and especially when the soul is in difficulty or has pain, not able to remember Baba. So how do I create that love? How do I create that presence of Baba for that soul to comfort that soul, to heal that soul? And then I remembered Brahma Baba how he did it. Mama, her body was not well, and how Baba used to, through drishti, heal her, give her support, even knowing that her body might not be here for a long time, knowing that her body is in a critical stage, but Baba just until body is there to give support, to give that love, so that soul pain reduces or internally feels Baba's presence or God's company. So this is the time we have to serve as angels in a real way, not only drilled. We do drills and then whole day we watch ourselves and then look at the qualities of an angel. I like there is, we have a very beautiful, it's Anthony's book actually on angel, where little bit difference between a human nature and angel, and I love that. So maybe we will post it. It's very beautiful. What is the difference between a human and angel? 18 qualities, and they are very human qualities. When I say, they're not like um, anyone from not this earth, but we as humans can be angels by using those qualities. So I felt such urgent call that we all have to now serve as angels through our thoughts and bringing souls close to Baba. It's the Baba who really has to give. But even at that time, to make that soul feel close to Baba, angels can help very much. Stay with Baba, close to Baba, give little commentary so that they can feel close to Baba. So that's the service needed. And we have this great opportunity. We have time to prepare. So this Yagya now is for us to sacrifice. Renunciation we have done, but not sacrifice. Sacrifice is little more than renunciation, right? And renunciation is, yes, of vices. But sacrifice is deep within the self, as your subtle attachment with your own personality, own being. I like this, I am like this. No. Whatever Baba tells me I am, that is what I am, and I have to serve in that capacity. So it's a very, very interesting time, lot to explore, discover, but also to prepare. And preparing will also create opportunity for you. Every moment you will see there is opportunity to be like an angel. But how that is possible? Then I inculcate those qualities, and in a very, very pure awareness, in remembrance of Baba, use those qualities. So let us all be angels and keep aim to be Sato Pradhan. No Rajo. Rajo means adulterated. No, we have to be Sato. Nothing adulterated, just Baba, pure knowledge, truth within my own self. All these qualities are most needed at this time. Om Shanti. Baba has always and had so much love for family that in every activity, while doing every action, he was example for them. Because one way to learn is to listen to knowledge, but also when Shiv Baba was in Brahma Baba, those who were close, who had love, they looked at Baba's every action and how he discerned and decide and then at the right time do right kind of action was really, really very, very powerful. I know that Baba playing that role as father, then also as a teacher when speak Murli. But whole day Baba was like observing but also guiding. One is teaching and correcting. So many ask me, should I correct this one or not? Should I say or not? So Baba at that time didn't say anything, but also never corrected. But he will talk about the principle. Like if he has to teach that, there was one time Baba was distributing toli and they were not equal pieces. Some were very big, some were very little. So Baba didn't say anything. After that, Baba explained that why it is important to have equal pieces of toli when they cut it. And I think you all must have noticed when you get toli from Madhuban, it's all equal pieces, even if they are thousands and 100,000 pieces. But that becomes like, okay, Baba has taught us, and in Yagya that continues. I can give you so many examples that how Baba taught us. And when he taught us, he didn't like, correcting you or one who did it, why you did it. It should be like this. No, Baba talked about a principle that it should be equal because Baba jokingly then said intellect can be pulled. Why that one got big size, I got small. Or Baba said that Baba loves that way. Same is about punctuality. Baba was very punctual for everything. If he had to be in class, he's in class in the morning for Murli, exact dot, whatever time he has to come. And I have that experience with Baba myself when I was hosting, and we were hosting Baba in Delhi, that how punctual he was, that not even 1 minute here, there. So somewhere deeply within whatever Baba had to taught us all day was through action, not a virtue where he will describe that virtue. Many people say that Baba didn't say much about punctuality. We don't hear much about non-violence. We don't hear, many, many things Baba hasn't taught. I said because he taught us in practical. That means he did that way, and you have to pick up that quality. So his way of teaching was not just explaining or just correcting, you should not have done this, but properly explaining the principle. So when principle is understood, then with that understanding, our capacity to do right, which is not under compulsion, but not out of fear, no, but it is very, very natural in us. So that way I found that Baba is really, really amazing example that how we should be within family, at center, or seva, wherever we are. What should be our way? To be example, to act according to that quality. And then everyone knows, oh, that was the quality. How did Baba discern what was the quality? When Baba met souls, what was the way he met? And everything starting with a little thing in Yagya. Even now when you go, there are so many things which are done, and all that Baba started in an accurate way, and they are being followed until now. So with the family, what he did, He prepared them. And that's how they all became good teachers and our guides. And now they are our ancestor souls. So we also have to follow those traditions and whatever we call it, Yagya, ways, principles, guidelines, and that keeps us not only protected, but internally like very powerful because from where it is coming. And I'm sure that others are able to learn also. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So today is our respected dear Jagdish Bhai's day. So you heard from Didi about him, and also we saw a few photos of him, but we have something very interesting, very little clip which we will show all the way in the end when we finish. But it's very, very jovial how he also danced. So we will show that in the end. And now it's time for us to know our three dadis. Let's see which three dadis are.
Mhm.
So today we have Sandeshi Dadi, Santri Dadi, and Sarla Dadi. Let's start with Sandeshi Dadi.
Sandeshi is the name. Sandeshi means messenger. Sandesh, one who brings the message, because she also was with Baba, Brahma Baba, and always around. And whenever Baba needed any message, I thought that's the gift Brahma Baba had. That any time he will send the trans messenger, go ask Baba this, tell what Baba, let us know what Baba wants us to do. Was very, very good part she played. Light-hearted, very joyful, playful, because she knew all the games Baba used to play, and she's the companion. She will play and try to defeat Baba. But Baba also was very clever and smart. No one can win him in anything. So that was the part of Sandeshi Dadi. Sandeshi means messenger.
Our second Dadi is Dadi Santri Dadi.
So Sandeshi Dadi will bring like general messages, but Santri Dadi will bring personal messages for Baba when he has to travel, approval of that travel, because he was the chariot of Shiv Baba. So he couldn't go anywhere without Baba's permission. So, and she also is the Lokik partner of Vishwakishore Bhau. And so she was very, very close to Baba. As Vishwakishore Bhau was Baba's right hand, Santri Dadi also always traveled with Baba, with Vishwakishore Bhau. But this also shows that how couples also have a very good role to play with Baba. But sometimes we think that no, why householders, and but how Baba changed them into trustees and also made them into good instruments. So Lokik relationship became spiritual relationship, not only spiritual relationship, but Baba also made them his right hands. It's a very good example to not think that no, householders can't do it. We have example of Ramesh Bhai, but also this is one of the example of Vishwakishore Bhau and Santri Dadi.
Our third Dadi, Sarla Dadi.
She's the one who was in Bangalore, and she had beautiful voice to sing. We used to have, I'm not finding, but there is one cassette, one recording of her chanting Om and singing the original songs. No, you heard Dadis and Baba used to sing, Mama used to sing. Very good voice. And I mean, these Dadis had the amazing inner strength. And with the age, different places, different circumstances. They go from place to place, and then, of course, after certain time, they are set at one place and a good center. But I actually went to see her a few years ago. She was in a very nice little small room. It was a big building, but they put a small room with little bathroom and very clean but very simple room. But she was so happy, so joyful, received us and then shared holy blessing. So she's the one who really sang womanly songs. Om Shanti.
हेलो सभी रूहानी सेंटर्स के प्रजापिता ब्रह्मा मुख वंशावली सभी सेवी बच्चों प्रति मधुबन से रूहानी बाप दादा और बच्चों का दिलवदान से प्रेम से सभी बच्चों को याद प्यार और गुड मॉर्निंग। मीठे मीठे रूहानी बच्चों पे रूहानी बाप व दादा का दिलवदान से प्रेम से याद प्यार और गुड मॉर्निंग। मीठे मीठे सिकले रूहानी बच्चों पे रूहानी बाप का नमस्ते। बाबा निवासी सभी सर्विसेबल प्रजापिता ब्रह्मा कुलभूषण बेटी निष्ठा खुश रहो और आबाद रहो, न विसरो न याद रहो।
There was someone's really request to know about Nijagyan, so Didi will say a few words about Nijagyan, and then we will close with Baba's remembrance. And as I said before, we have very beautiful little clip of Jagdish Bhai. Actually, Dadi is also together in it, and Ramesh Bhai. It's very interesting video to see. We will show it in the end.
Yesterday I used the word Nijgyan, means original knowledge. That means knowledge the way Baba gave, in the sense of like Baba talks about the soul. So exactly how Baba explained about the soul. And so listen to that more and then give others also. You know, for understanding, we think we are giving one example. We are like someone also wrote today that even while reading Murli, we try to explain it. But either you explain in the beginning what you have to say or do it in the end. But if you read it, then the way the link of that Murli, one point after another, it's like it starts making different kind of feelings and the sense. So I think that Nij means original Gyan. So same as I also feel that even sometimes we know that this point needs explanation. We look at students, some are new, but read it and say, okay, this point I will explain in the end. We will talk about this in the end. Because sometimes we start telling stories, so then the link of the Murli is lost. You only remember is the story. So at least that request comes from many. So I thought to mention it here. So now you will see video or have remembrance
First,
of Baba.
we will remember Baba. And few people had asked me that they want to take your drishti. This is very powerful moments for them. So you are welcome to take drishti from Didi right now. So let's remember Baba and march in Baba's love. And then we will play video.
बाबा मेरी यादों को
So now we will watch this beautiful video. Our seniors. So this was, if you have seen properly, it's Jagdish Bhai and Ramesh Bhai ji. They are dancing. You might not have seen them in this form. So we thought to show you.
Inauguration of Global Cooperation House flag hoisting. You also just imagine that our brothers, senior brothers, how light. Do you all also dance sometimes, or some don't at all? When we are in super sense joy, we feel our sense organs are cool and calm, but also they're moving in angelic way. So it's not a dance actually, we call it ras. Ras is like you are in a rhythmic, very beautiful feelings. Okay, we all had good evening with Yagya, with our ancestor souls. We have few more dadis. So as much we could gather dadis, we have been showing you. And then again, we see you all tomorrow. And thanks that we could be together. And we see what's next after this. One of the thought was to have something on Maryadas, because we might have heard about principles. So we are still thinking, but we haven't finalized, right? Okay. It's the blessing. Blessing is, may you be sensible, may you be sensible, and make your every thought and action elevated, and successful, as an embodiment of knowledge. May you be sensible, make every thought and action elevated and successful, as an embodiment of knowledge. With the question, what is to be embodiment of knowledge? You will be sensible and your every thought and action will be elevated. Those who think and act while being sensible, embodiment of knowledge becomes images of success. The memorial of this on the path of devotion is that before they begin any auspicious task, they draw swastika or they salute Ganesh. The swastika is the symbolic of you stabilizing in your original stage, and Ganesh is symbol of the knowledgeful stage. When you children create every thought, perform every action, whilst being sensible with knowledge, you easily experience success. So that's what we need to do, right? We have knowledge, we have to be sensible and let every thought, action be elevated. Om Shanti, everyone. Think about the qualities of angels and Om Shanti, everyone. Om Shanti and good night.